Okay, Dennis.
Who asked that? Okay? You know, songwriting must be a solitary endeavor for the most part. Because I grew up with Wray. We called her Virginia back. See, I'm embarrassing you already. And we've both been pretty prolific as far as songwriting, but I've never seen you writing a song. You've probably never seen me writing a song. You know, because it's a process. But what is the process for you? Where does it start?
Well, first I look in your window.
Ah, okay. I think you look in Thomas Wolfe's window.
It's hard to say because it happens a lot of different ways.
That's
I'm
true,
sure everybody
yeah.
says that. Sometimes it just hits you right inside of your head and you've got to go and write it down real fast.
Write it, okay. Do you do like I do it? If you've got a good idea, run to the tape recorder. Get it down. No?
Well, I don't have a tape recorder.
Oh. So you don't get it down audially, you just get it down on paper.
I write notes, you know, but it's
Okay.
not real music. It's just like the intervals.
Oh, yeah?
Try to remember it.
Okay.
And then I write words that aren't going to end up being the real words, but they hold the cadence.
In other words, on the piece of paper, you're using symbols
Right.
to designate
The
everything
idea.
that happens in the song. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I've done that, but not very often. You know, usually I rely on that tape recorder. How about melody? Aren't you afraid sometimes that you'll lose? Do you ever lose a melody by not putting it on tape?
All the time.
Me? Yeah. I mean, I've learned that a few times by not putting it down.
Yeah. Sometimes I call myself.
You call yourself on the phone?
Yeah.
Really?
With my cell phone, I call my home phone and I sing into it. Yeah.
Songwriters, tip of the day. The tip of the month.
And then later you listen to it.
Remember that.
Yeah, say that again. You really, I don't even have a cell phone, but I could call my answering machine.
Yeah, you call your answering machine.
If I'm on the road, just
And then my husband, Bucky, listens to it and
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, that."
yeah, well. And if you don't have all the lyrics, are you like making up nonsense syllables?
Yeah, usually.
Because until I get the right lyrics,
Right, you want the cadence.
whatever, until it starts sounding like something.
Exactly. But sometimes
Okay.
the words that you say, you end up keeping, right?
Yeah, actually, or nonsense syllables. Has this ever happened to you? Nonsense syllables start to sound like words that fit.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
you could use it that way and use nonsense syllables.
Well,
And
you
wouldn't
probably
have to write lyrics.
Now, years ago, Lou was temporarily for a little while in a punk band
Oh, right.
that I was in. And you probably noticed this if I didn't tell everyone outright. When I would forget lyrics, when you're in a rock band, lyrics aren't that big a deal, especially if you're live. At least I didn't consider them at that time. So if I forgot them, it would be nonsense syllables, even from the stage.
Yeah, you got to say something. Frank Sinatra
Well,
does
but
it too.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah, he used to.
Oh, la da 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 doody doody doo.
Yeah.
No, but that's
Usually when we sang those punk songs, you would only give me like one word. Like I'd say white and you'd say heat.
yeah. This is about me now, but I purposely wrote them as simple as possible so that if I had a band of idiots, they'd follow. Anyway, we got to get. Well, we could keep talking until Jimmy comes back.
He's gone.
Okay,
Yes.
that's the first time I think I've heard the song "Ode to Thomas Wolfe."
Okay.
Here's my problem.
What?
You can help me with this.
Yeah.
I know I've seen the books by Thomas Wolfe. What's his most famous one?
Look Homeward Angel.
Okay, but I've never read him. I've read a lot, but what's he about?
He's like really stream of consciousness, very wordy, just.
What years was he writing?
40s, 30s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he didn't live very long. He died of a brain hemorrhage, I believe, when he was in his
And
early 40s, late 30s.
what was kind of his theme? I know, the way you sing it, it's as if his theme was melancholy.
Yeah, kind of alienation from
Oh, yeah?
people, and he moved around a lot. He never stayed in one place for very long.
You ever read Langston Hughes, poet? Okay. When I think of 40s and 50s alienation, he's sort of like that too. Langston Hughes, I think, jumped off a bridge.
Nice.
Yeah, most the greatest writers. Of course, my favorite, the guy who wrote The Hunger, the original Hunger. Yeah. Oh, he wrote The Splendor in the Grass. He killed himself too.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, Tennessee Williams, who I once met, okay, he sort of drank himself to death, sort of. And back to our theme. You have anything to say about use and abuse? Because you don't really have to. Yeah.
Use and abuse.
Of substance. Controlled substance.
Controlled substance?
Dope.
Here
we're,
we go.
we're like a comedy team.
I'm always the straight man. Control, no.
That's true.
Well, I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that I like to smoke pot when I write, and I smoke it a lot when I write.
And does that kind of bring
think-
the ideas? What do you think?
I think it does.
Bring the melody?
Now, you could argue that maybe it doesn't make sense what I write, but
No.
I think it does, it helps me. But I don't always get stoned when I write. I do sometimes.
You know what band I think must smoke a lot of pot when they write? REM.
Yeah, maybe.
Their lyrics make no sense whatsoever.
No, don't.
You know, but so they must be high. That's
Well,
my theory.
what's his name? Never mind. Next question.
REM? No.
No.
Okay. No, it's not really questions, but are you not going to do the Valiant Girl?
Do you want me to?
It's up to you. I think it would make a great YouTube. That's
Okay,
just my
we'll do the
opinion.
Valley Girl instead of
So her song after this, Jimmy, is going to be
the Valiant and Fury Girls.
Valiant and Fury Girls.
Instead of Gracie?
Okay, Lou Ray.